Alright, so the run talks. Let's get to it. So the topic is why I don't respect men who put emphasis on pussy. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, I love pussy just like the next man, but I don't revolve my life around a woman. Never have, never will. I can understand if you want girl company. I can understand little things like that. I can understand you wanting a girlfriend, wanting a friend with benefits, whatever you want to do with your life sexually once you're taking accountability for that, which a lot of females can't do. And some niggas, it's such a crown for some niggas that they want to lie on pussy. It's all twisted. But I don't think as a man you should revolve your life around a vagina. Now, I'm going to give you two stories in which this ended up showing that putting emphasis on pussy is never good for a man in the long run. Now, the first story is when I was in college. First year, I always hung around this dude, you know what I mean? Really cool vibes. We're in the same class. But everything was woman with him, you know what I mean? Every time I go out or lunch or so, him always say, yo, we can't walk out on. Why you girl them there? We can't walk on, girl. Why you girl them there? I understood that, you know what I mean? I think I remember one time we rode with two girls from our class, went to Juicy Beef, ate food, you know what I mean? It was cool. I never had a problem, you know what I mean? It was vibes. But he constantly did this, like, every time we linked, every time we were going for lunch and these type of things. And I'm like, bro, I can understand, but damn, you know what I mean? Every time, like, it's just really sad. So, I end up distancing myself from him, just doing my own thing. And he, womanizer him be. He was rolling with the same girls and all type of girls on the school, all over the place, and I just did my own thing. We heard one another now and then, but we didn't talk as much. Two twos, I made it to second year. He didn't make it to second year. So you can just imagine what would have happened if I just stayed in his company, if I had just continued on the pussy campaign, if I had revolved my life around pussy, where everywhere I go I need a girl around me and everything. And then the funny thing about it, the same girls who he was rolling with, I think they even made it to second year. Yeah, they passed their subjects and everything. I just think that they just never continued. But they could have went to second year, but they just never continued. So that was, I think, one of them just went straight to working. I mean, something happened. I don't know if it was a family or what, but she went straight to work or worked. And the other one just couldn't bother with college, so she just did her own thing. I think she's working in the hotel now. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So they had more of a chance to make it to second year than him. That's the point of me saying all of that. And he didn't make it. He did some he went to evening school, did some subjects, but he just dropped it and never continued college since. I made it to second year. I graduated. I got a scholarship. I went and I'm in my last semester now. I don't know when this audio will be uploaded, if I have finished that last semester. I went to Caribbean Maritime University and I've accomplished so much academically since then. So it just shows you how much, by putting yourself first as a man, by not even putting that emphasis on pussy, how things can go your way. And since then, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, pussy I really get fucked to a certain extent. Yeah, I mean, jump up and say enough. I mean, it could be enough. My version of enough pussy and the next man could be different, so who knows. But yeah, you know what I mean? Never chase none of those girls. They just come to me, you know what I mean? When don't chase, you lose money chasing women, but you don't lose woman chasing money. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. So everything went well. You know what I mean? I've grown so much since then. It's been a great journey. So it's been good. Every time I look back on that situation, it just smiles because I could have been like some niggas. I could have went to peer pressure and, always par with them and say, okay, me no want lonely when I lunchtime. But I just roll by myself. It's just ironic. So I made it to second year and graduated and he didn't. So it just shows, that's one story as it relates to that. The next story is, we're going way back now. We're going to high school. I remember when I went out to the movies. I remember it was me, my sister, and my sister's friend, and a dude. You know what I mean? It was 4 of us. So all of us friends. Like it wasn't any like you know what I mean. Them did a date or art friends. You know I know them. Cool. Look, a couple years older than me, but they're cool. And I saw him, and he was with his girlfriend. So I healed him up and thing, and we, talk and thing. Cool. We went for popcorn. I saw him there, and we talked and everything. And the next day, I was at school, and PE class. We were there, and he was like, "Yo, you know what I mean? Who he did it with? Who was the girl he did me to see her with movies?" So I was like, bro, that's my sister. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Oh, really? Oh yeah. Go on movies with your sister and all these things." And I'm like, before I could even answer and just say, I mean, is it a crime? Nigga they say, yo, me think you did have a woman and so oh yeah, me forget.
You're not that none.
You know what I mean?
You're
So
not
with such
have none.
determination, like he get a point, or when judge get a sentence, like slammy, this is your verdict. So I was like, I don't know if you want me to cry or something, but it not gonna happen. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, I was single at the time, but I'm like, I'm not gonna feel ashamed. So I go to movies with a family member. You know what I mean? So, that was that. And this is a guy where me know him. I think he's probably the top 4 guys that I've known in my life personally that gets a lot of pussy. I mean, to a whole new level. He's been fucking since primary school, late primary school, grade 5, 6. So, trust me. You know what I mean? Him really deep. I mean, him fuck so much that there's this girl that both of us fucked. And we never know till after. Like, we don't fuck around. Me don't fuck around with her. Him don't fuck around with her. You know what I mean? That's a how much. That's how much him fuck. You know what I mean? We have a girl that we mutually, both of us was fucking at the same time. Even early as then I had an idea about female nature. I was having feelings for her. She was having feelings for me. But she was having feelings. No, he wasn't having feelings for her. I was having feelings for her. But she was having feelings for both of us. You know what I mean? And it was evident. It was evident. Hence why, me fucking around with that girl never, it eventually dwindled. Just like most girls I fuck around with. So, that's how much him fuck around. We even had a girl in common we were fucking. So, yeah, you know what I mean? That was the case. And fast forward a couple years, he was telling me that, yo, say, I wish me to stay more like you and focus because, me to lose my virginity early, it really distract me. Me never get to accomplish what I want. He was basically on that, them old man there. But let's say him old when it come to fucking pussy. And him just look back on the all like pussy and the girl them and say, were these bitches worth it? Were these bitches who I was fucking worth it? You know what I mean? It's amazing. And even going back to the girl him did there with. Prior, a year before, or I think couple months, it was either a couple months or to a year. You see that same girl him there with? Me used to fool around with her. You know what I mean? Not fuck. But, our early days of high school. So, you know what I mean? She didn't want to bust me. You know what I mean? And if in case anybody don't really know that term, she basically wanted to take my virginity. You know what I mean? So, but I was like, nah. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm cool. And she did the same whole shit with two of my other niggas. You know what I mean? So imagine him a boast to me about a girl and about me not have a girlfriend when this is the same girl way me could have easily fuck and 2 of my other nigga them could have fuck, but them they decline too. Me and my other 2 nigga them decline. This is why I think if you don't have a male friend who has never declined pussy, is a good chance is either him not really get pussy or him that thirsty for any girl will come around him a fuck. Like no table is unturned. So that's the one thing I really love about my niggas. Them at least the niggas, the dudes who may consider my niggas, them know how to reject. And every girl will come across them go on fuck. You have some niggas who are just so fucking thirsty. That's not me, and that's definitely not the immediate circle of the niggas I have. And even fast forward now, those guys, well, except one, me cool with to a certain level. But so we're close, but we're close to a level. The other one, not really, but every time we see each other in the streets, it's always love, you know? So big up him. Big up two of them. But it was just ironic. And then him teasing me about not having a girlfriend. And I'm like, bro, your girl was just, I mean, a couple months ago, I could have easily get a bus off her, you know what I mean? Me two other nigga them could have get a bus off her. Like, she did just, like, she had a thing for guys who were virgins, basically. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. You know, it just funny. So, you know, and let it be known, you know, I know that this is really not a part of the whole point of the video and the topic, but it's rather you're single than boast about a girl that's a fucking slut that you have in a relationship. Never forget that. It's rather you be single than be in a relationship with a girl that was a slut before you. You know what I mean? And it's not like you're just in a relationship with her. You're kind of the boast about it. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, it's funny. But, you know, we'll let niggas think what they want to think. Fast forward to what I was saying before now. So he was saying that, was just giving a little background to the whole girl that he was dating at the time. So he was saying that, you know, he wasted a lot of time. He wish he was more like me, more focused. Keep in mind, this is the same dude that was teasing me that I didn't have a girlfriend at the time when that story happened. You know, fast forward a couple years from that story. You know, him saying wish he was like me, blah, blah, blah. You know, regrets. You know what I mean? So I was like, bro, you know what I mean? You make your bed. You know what I mean? There's a reason why I never put women on a pedestal back then, and to this day I still don't. You know what I mean? I don't know if it, I think it's just, this is why I think that men should follow principles and morals, because no matter what situation you go into, you'll always come out on top. Because even if you're inexperienced, really, even if you're inexperienced, I've seen it. Because I'm like, look, I'm a person that, you know, I'll show you love, but if I don't see it reciprocated, you know, if I pronounce that right, if I don't see it, it's vice versa, like it's coming from you, I'm giving you. If I don't see that after a certain period of time, I cut you off. I don't see the sense. I'm not wasting my time. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to have you around. I'm showing you love. You're not showing me love. And there are probably other people around me who showing me love, and I'm not giving them as much time because I'm waiting on you to show me love. I'm trying to get something from you. I'm trying to get a mutual understanding from you, and a bond and a friendship and a supportive team, supportive backbone. You know what I mean? Same, I can be your supportive backbone. You know what I mean? So that was that. So kind of days a while ago. So yeah, you know what I mean? That happened, and I'm like, you know, with my personality, that's how it's always been. I mean, it took me less than a year to get over my heartbreak. And this was a girl I was madly in love with and everything. And if you knew the aspects of the situation, you'll be so shocked to know how quickly I got over her. And it's not like because the love wasn't real. It's because I know, like, naturally, once I go by certain morals and principles, and I was like, me having these feelings for a girl that hurt me badly, which just shows she never loved me or rate me in the first place. What's the sense? What's the sense I still think about her? What's the sense I keep doing this? How is this better in my improvement? And I have so much dreams and goals I want to do. I'm still ambitious. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't know myself. It's not like I don't know what I want to do in my life, like so many lost young people. I know exactly what I want to do and my purpose here. And that was always part of my morals and principles. You know what I mean? I don't keep people around who doesn't appreciate me. Things like that. You know what I mean? I lose count the amount of people I don't fuck with from the year start. It goes back to my morals and principles. So that's why naturally, even though this was a heartbreak, you know, heartbreak isn't easy to get over, blah, blah, blah. Just the fact that I had those morals and principles as it relates to respect. If you don't respect me, I don't want you near me. If the love is not reciprocated, I cut you off. Things like that. Those are part of my principles. Those are my commandments. Naturally, it affected my feelings towards the girl that broke my heart. So that's why it was so easy to get over her, no longer be bitter toward her. No, don't be, well, it's not like I was bitter toward her at all, but if there was any form of bitterness within my heart toward her, whether low-key or not, that vanished because it goes back to my principles. It goes back to my morals. So even though when it comes to the heartbreak, it's not like me get the heartbreak thing enough. Just the fact that I have those morals and principles, it affected in how I handled that heartbreak situation. I hope you're understanding me when I'm saying this. You know, I know I'm a bit off course, but I hope you understand. You know what I mean? So this is why it's very important for a man to have morals and principles, because it doesn't matter what situation you go into. Those morals and principles can help you, even if you're inexperienced. You know what I mean? I can even give you a next popular example, just to further my point. Even my music. I've always been a person who don't give two fucks. I've always been a person to state my opinion. Regardless who want to stop fuck with me, how much girl just want zip up them pussy like a fucking bag. It no matter what. I've always been a person to let my opinion be known, speak out, be outspoken. Not like I want to be disrespectful, it's a difference, and keep it real. I've always been that type of person. I've always been determined. So that is why even with my music, you know, as much as I get good comments about my music, they've been bad. And the fucks are still not given. And then the funny thing about it, the persons who bash the music, majority of them are the same persons who end up flip the switch. So them want to come back around and them see the improvements compared to the first song. Them want say this, they want say that. They want go on at them and my friend, bear dumb shit. And I'm like, this is why you should never even care about somebody's opinion. Because as soon as something uplift with you, as soon as you're on the next level, watch how them same pussy where they want to come smiling on your face like them and your friend. Like these same bitches weren't bashing you before. I mean, you could be getting up, killing people, robbing, doing all sorts of things, but you have a goal, you have a dream, you have a craft, you're starting out in the beginning stages, you're trying to get better, and before they encourage you, they bash you, they laugh, they do all these things, but yet these are the same bitches that want to call you friends. They want to subscribe to your music channel, then they want to unsubscribe, then they want to call you a nigga, they want to call you bro. I've been through that hypocritical shit. I've seen it. But because I have that no fucks given, these same persons will do it. They would even know I have this view to them. I know who is who in my head. And you know yourself based on the energy you give me. So that answers your question. But this always goes back to my principles and morals. No fucks given. I'm always determined. Regardless if people want to laugh at me now and smile in my face later, I'm always going to do me. So you realize the comparison I'm making from having morals and respect, having principles, and how that affects situations you're in, even if you're inexperienced. You see the comparison I was trying to make. And I did it with two examples. I did it with my music, and I did it in general with the person I am. You know what I mean? I did it with the story I was just telling. Exactly. So, that's what I love about sorry. Corona. I joke. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So, that's what I love about myself, you know what I mean? And I was telling him that, hey, you know, just giving my examples, you know, going back to the story, I was telling him that, hey, you know, bro, you still have time, you're young same way. I really appreciate those kind of words, you know. That's why I don't, you know, it goes back to even my point, you know, they'll say, people say one thing to you now, and then a couple years later, them change their opinion, or a couple months, or if you level up. You know, people's opinion change every day. That's why I don't care about people's opinion. You know what I mean? Because depending on your situation, they'll just change. They will diss you tomorrow smiling at your face, all because you're the better yourself, you know. It's just hypocrisy at its finest. So, I wasn't surprised when he told me all of this, because I've been known this from the time the story happened. I mean, that's how much I was on game early in my life. And then I tell him, say, hey, bro, just keep your head up, you know, I'm here for you and anything, but you need to focus, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know. It's on you, you know. You put woman first, that's what you get. You know what I mean? You get fucked. So, you know, that was it. Ironically, I think that was the last time we talked or had a conversation. And, yeah. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, me and him still cool. Me and the guy that I talked about from college was still cool. You know what I mean? There's no enemies in all of this, or guys who I'm not talk to that much. No, well, guys who I'm not talk to at all. But we're all cool at the end of the day. But I'm just telling you that, look, I'm telling you this from experience. I can't respect guys. You see what happened to the two guys who put emphasis on pussy. Yeah, them can't say them have enough pussy stories. Yeah, them can't say them enjoy them fun. Yeah, them can't all angry and tell them look a grandson. If their grandson actually are listening and have no earphones in or earpods, them look a pussy story, them I feel like a man. But at the end of the day, what does these pussy stories do for you? I think it's so much important as a man to gain principles, morals, better yourself mentally, physically, gain a skill. There's so much more as a man you can do. And during that journey, niggas don't even know you can't get pussy. You can't meet a girl during the gym. You can't go exercise. You can't meet a girl in the gym. What if you're not really social? You can go more and meet a girl at the club. I mean, every journey you take, you can meet a girl. Whether it be on a relationship side or a pussy side. A lot of guys don't realize this, okay? So the story speaks for itself, you know. I don't respect guys who put emphasis on pussy, and as a man, you shouldn't too. You know the damn thing, God Around Talks channel, we out.